Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sub 170. It's been a while. It's been about a year, a year, 3 months. We haven't posted any videos. We've been actually kind of busy, caught up with life and everything. Aisha's
Mm.
got a girlfriend, not a girlfriend, a boyfriend now. Sorry, my bad. So of course, she's a bit busy with the other guy instead of me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway, um, right. So.
People are gonna take that the wrong way. They're gonna be like, "I just cheating."
I'm just kidding. All right. So today's episode is really nothing much going on. Planning to just catch up on our lives, basically, just updating you guys on what we've been doing, um, if there are any changes and stuff like that. Um, so anyway, just without further ado, let's get right into it. Um, so Aisha, how have you been doing these days? Quite curious.
Let's
I haven't
see.
talked to you in a while.
We have from February of 2024 up until June of 2025 right now
Uh-huh.
to get through.
Yeah.
I have so much to say.
Oh God. Okay.
No, I tell you, let me tell you, my life has been like a big jumble of roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
The past how many months? Like 15, 16, 15 months?
Uh-huh.
16 months? I think it's like
Ish.
16 months.
Give or take.
Yes, and it's been it's been a ride. It's been the last time we spoke.
Mm-hmm.
This is a minta sedekahkan al-Fatihah because the last time we spoke, my dad was still alive and he passed away in March.
Mm-hmm.
So everything kind of started falling apart from then. But
Right.
so far,
Right.
alhamdulillah, I'm like at this moment today, like right now, I'm like okay, kind of. But
Kind
it's
of.
okay. It's okay. All good. All good.
That's good. That's good. At least it's good to know you're doing well after after what happened. Sorry to hear about that,
Mhm.
by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So how have you been?
How have
Do
I
you want
been?
to Yeah,
Oh.
let's start with you.
Let's start with me.
Yeah, because I think I have so much that went on. I
Mm-hmm.
could write a book. Someone told me to write a biography
Well,
because it's like a what the situation when it comes to me. Like, so yeah.
well, I mean, honestly, it's the same for me. A lot has been going on for the past year for me, actually.
Hmm.
Um, but long story short, if some of you guys, especially my friends who have been following me on Instagram, I've started my flight training recently. Just December last year. So I was actually supposed to be doing my going for my first solo flight this Friday,
Hmm.
but today is Sunday. But yeah, this Friday. So, but because of the weather's pretty bad, so I had to cancel it.
Oh,
And yeah, the flight examiner is not going to be available next week, so I'm going to have to
hmm.
wait another week to
Oh
do my first
no.
solo. Unfortunately, I was so excited for that. Like that would have been a great memory. That would have been a great story to tell over here. But it is what
I
it
guess
is.
I'll have to wait until the next
Yeah.
episode. But what's up with the weather recently? Like what's wrong with
um.
it?
Actually, funny thing is about that, right? It's like,
Hmm.
okay, so basically, the story of my life is ever since I started flight training, when I see like all my other friends who are like flying and everything, like
Hmm.
the weather is like so amazing for them, And
Uh-huh.
like the thing with flying, just a bit of nerdy stuff going on here. So if you fly in the morning, like the weather is
Hmm.
like great. Like
Hmm.
there's less turbulence, like there's less hot air coming out from the ground and everything. So
Hmm.
like especially like when like I'm landing, it would be so, how do you say, very smooth and like less, like I would less move around because it's a light aircraft anyway, right?
Hmm.
But like my flights are usually like after 12, so that's when the sun starts to come out. So the
Hmm.
hot air is like just rising up and it keeps like blowing me here and there.
So that's how turbulences work? No,
uh
sorry. Like when you say hot air, can you explain
mhm.
that science behind it? Because I don't know. And probably people who are watching also don't know.
Then this gonna look pretty bad on me, but I because I don't really know how to explain it that well. But um to put it simply, it's like, okay, So when there's hot air, when the ground is being heated up, right,
Mhm.
the air density on the closer to the ground is a lot more dense, to put it simply. So
Okay.
because like if it's less dense, then it's easier for the plane, for a light aircraft specifically, to fly through it, if that makes sense, because there's less molecules on
Okay.
that area of the ground. So
Uh-huh.
since there's hot air, more dense
Uh-huh.
air, so that
Uh-huh.
means um, more molecules, meaning more stuff for the aircraft to go through the air. If that makes Does that make sense to you?
Okay. I think I get it. I think I get it.
I think you
Basically,
get it.
hot air means there's more disruption in the air itself.
In the air,
Is that
yeah, but usually it's mostly closer to the
the
ground compared
ground?
to like
Okay.
the top, like
Okay.
3,000 to like 30,000 feet, stuff like that.
So what you're specifically talking about when you say hot air is like when you're landing.
Yeah, closer to landing, like
Okay.
approaching the
Okay.
runway, basically.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really quite understand it, but it,
Mm,
it doesn't matter. I kind of get it. I kind of get it. I
yeah,
kind of get the
I
concept
kind
of
of
what you're
suck at
trying to
explaining
explain.
it, so my bad for that. If you want, you can just Google it for the viewers out there.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Mm.
I mean, do you want to hear some more? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, tell me more. Like, okay, other than the you said the weather is yours is after 12, so it's
yeah,
harder for you to. And so,
yeah.
what difficulties is that posing for you with your training and all that?
Yeah, so usually like the weather after 12, it's very turbulent, especially because like I usually fly like around just 3,000 feet and below.
Mm-hmm.
So, right now, are you familiar with like Formula One?
Mm-hmm.
So like basically right now I'm like doing circuits on the runway. You know what circuits
Okay.
are? Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes, yes,
basically
I do.
just like going like landing on the runway and then going around,
Mm-hmm.
like landing back, basically like just practicing our takeoff and landings pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like at 1,000 feet. So it's yeah, like after some time, the weather is gonna be like get more turbulent, especially with the hot air rising.
Mm-hmm.
So um, it's very difficult for me to learn at first because it was very very overwhelming. Like I remember like that one time when I was flying,
Mm-hmm.
the first time I was like flying at a very very terrible weather,
Okay.
and then I was like when I got of the when I was got out of the aircraft, I was
Mm-hmm.
basically like frozen. I was like, oh my god, what just happened? Am I alive? Something like that. So
Uh-huh.
pretty good experience. But like the nice thing about that is like the silver lining is I'm already used to that kind of weather. So
Mm-hmm.
when I get like a really nice weather, like clear weather, non windy conditions, like it's gonna be very easier for me to handle the aircraft. So
Mm-hmm.
in a way, I am kind of glad that I'm able to experience that early on in my training, compared to
Mm-hmm.
like being taking it for granted, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I get it.
basically yeah,
Okay, so you have to wait, what, another 1, 2, 3-ish,
one week,
2+ weeks?
1 week,
When
because
you
I
said Friday, is it coming Friday or the past 2 days ago?
2 days ago.
Okay, 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 okay. So
Yeah.
next, okay, okay, next week. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay, okay. And then what other training? Okay, you said your solo flight that you said just now.
Mm-hmm.
It means you fly on your own, no co-pilot. That's
Yep.
what you mean by solo.
Mm-hmm.
But so far you've been doing with a trainer.
Yeah, with my flight instructor.
I don't know if you said it. No, I'm pretty sure. I don't know where I got this information from. Maybe you said something else and I misunderstood. Like you are trading also on like cargo planes. Is that real or did I make that up in my head?
No, that's all you. That's all you.
No, I had this thing. I don't know where it came from. In my head, I'm like, yeah, Fuad is flying planes. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, not human planes. Like he's not carrying humans. He's probably just carrying like cargo and stuff.
Well,
Like I don't know why. I'm sorry. I don't think I told anyone, but if I did, I'm sorry. Those wasn't.
yeah.
I
No,
didn't
no,
mean
no.
any like bad intent. In my head, I was like, okay, he's not flying airlines. Like he's not
Mm-hmm.
flying like people. That he was
Not yet.
flying something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like
So what is your
what is my
next? Next is like your solo flight. And what
uh-huh.
comes after? And like, what does your timeline look like?
Oh, so basically after my first solo flight, I will
Mm-hmm.
go for some more solos. So
Mm-hmm.
basically like increasing my hours to fly as the pilot in command basically instead of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the co-pilot with
Mm-hmm.
my instructor next to me. So
Mm-hmm.
and then basically after that, I'm just gonna be doing some like maneuvers in the training areas. Just trying to get used to how do you say controlling the aircraft in a certain way, maneuvering in a certain way.
Are you gonna
Um,
be doing a 360?
a 360 as in like a barrel roll? You mean no? My aircraft can't do that. I wish I could though. That would be fun, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah. Basically we're just gonna be doing I'm gonna be doing a cross country flight. So basically, like I'm gonna go from one state to another.
Ah.
So that's also gonna be very fun and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen like one of my seniors do it. He was my batch in my university.
Mm-hmm.
It looked pretty fun, so I can't wait for
Mm-hmm.
that. But
Mm-hmm.
uh, we'll see how when I'm gonna be able to do that.
Mm. So you don't have like a estimated timeline, like okay, 3 months, and then you'll be able to do that, or
Unfortunately, no, because okay, so the situation with my flight training is right. My flight school only has two operating aircraft.
oh,
We
okay.
have three aircraft, but one of them is for okay. So I'm flying a single engine aircraft. So two we have two single engines and one twin engine. So that
Mm-hmm.
twin engine is for the Malaysian airline cadets after they're done with their single engine training.
Mm.
So, but I'm only flying the single engine. So since there's only two with
Mm-hmm.
I think about 16, 17 students total.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you can imagine like how we have to like divide each student.
Schedule and
Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. I get it.
So like and there's like we have to take into account weather again, like cancellations of flights and
Mm.
everything. So it's pretty annoying, but what can you do? It's the life of a pilot anyway.
I mean, I cannot say I understand because I am
Right.
nowhere near being a pilot.
Right.
But oh, it's okay. Good luck. You'll
Yeah.
do fine. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I just gotta be patient with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Anyway.
said you weren't like haven't been to the gym in a while. Like, is there a
Mm.
reason?
Well, one, because I moved to Ipoh, right? So,
Yeah.
um, one, I don't have time nowadays, because like usually before during my like university schedule, I would be like, because like it's how do you say? Like sometimes I have classes at 8, sometimes I have classes at 10, sometimes at
Mm-hmm.
12, sometimes at 2, and
Mm-hmm.
so like I pretty much have time to go to the gym and like I can sleep late most of the time because like my gym is 24 hours before this.
Uh-huh.
So like I can just like go home like at 12 or like at 1 a.m. if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really matter to me because I can still get
Mm-hmm.
enough sleep either way after that. But now it's like I have
Mm.
every day, every weekday I have to wake up at 6 just to get
Ah.
ready and everything, go to the airport. So it's pretty
Mm-hmm.
pretty difficult for me to get around that. Another reason is because money. I don't have money to pay for the gym. So
Oh,
yeah.
are the gyms around you all like really expensive or?
Well, it's not expensive, but I have to take into account because I don't have a car, so I have to use Grab
Mm.
multiple times. So that's gonna eat up all my money. So I can't do that.
Uh,
Yeah.
how about you used to do calisthenics? What ever thought about like getting back into that?
Well, I actually just started like 4 days ago. So
That's nice. Hey,
yeah.
progress.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you though?
Okay.
Like, cause like I heard you stopped working out for a
I
while. Like, how's that?
I did. It went like this. I I left Brunei in July last year
Mm-hmm.
because my visa expired and I had to go back to India. And I was in India until November. So that was like what, 3.5 months, almost 4 months there, and I didn't have an access to a gym there. So I didn't really gym. I did like a bit of calisthenics, a bit of like hit on a yoga mat, but it wasn't consistent. It was not good. But I lost weight when I was there. To put into context is I gained a lot of weight after my dad passed away because I was just so stressed, and my coping mechanism was like sweet treats, and because of that I gained a lot of weight. And I
Mm-hmm.
go to India, and the food there is not as fun and versatile as we have in Brunei. Like I just eat like Indian food, which I don't really that enjoy that much. It gets boring.
Okay.
So
Okay.
because of that, I ate less and I lost some weight. But I also lost a lot of strength, like
Understandable.
muscle
Yeah.
mass as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back and then I started going to the gym again, albeit it was not that consistent. It was like I used to go like 6 times a week. I was like really good at it, but now at the time I went like three, maybe four, like that. And then December, January was okay, it was fine. I gained a little bit weight back, but like I was also going to the gym, so like I was like putting back on some muscle. And then February came around and I got really sick. I kept getting sick. I kept getting like sick and sick and sick up until February and March, like the whole of it, I was just so weak. I was like physically weak, and I was like, there's just something really wrong with me where I was like very mentally like super drained and physically like super drained. I just did
Mm-hmm.
not go to the gym. When I got sick, I didn't go to the gym, and then Puasa came around, and it was like my mental stability was like not mental stability, more so I was just so tired, so I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't bring myself to go.
Yeah, I get it.
So I didn't go, and then at the end of March, when Raya came around, I went to KL. I was in KL for 17 days. I think yeah, I think 16
Mm-hmm.
or 17 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't gym in KL either because I was there
Mm-hmm.
by myself. I stayed with my grandparents, but I didn't have anyone to be like, "Hey, you want to go to the gym with?" Like I didn't want to do that, and I'm someone who gets scared to go to new gyms. So like it scares me.
Okay.
So like that's already like 2.5 months no gym, and like in the process, I also gained weight because there was so much things going on that was like just putting me under a lot of stress. And
Mm-hmm.
when I get stressed, I gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
But after I came back, a couple weeks later, something like really bad happened, and then I also didn't gym, but I also stopped eating completely. Like I was like starving myself, so I didn't eat for like 10 days or something. Like I ate like a little bit, like snacks
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, which kept me alive. But I lost a lot of weight. I lost like 4 kgs in like a week, but obviously I gained that back lah. But then afterwards, during my that period, I was like, no, I need to go back to the gym. So I slowly started going back, and it's been consistent 3 times a week for the past few weeks. And then this week is the first week that I hit 4 times a week in a very long
Mm.
time.
Okay.
So I think I'm back. I have lost a lot of strength and like confidence in my body, but I think slowly I can gain it back. And I just have to be consistent. I'm starting to do like more cardio to get back into the weight that I am comfortable with. So
Mm.
that's where I am. I feel better now, but I was in a state of mind the past few months where I was just tired of everything. I was just every step I took like in life, it's like red tape, like block, and I got so tired of like navigating that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, thankfully, for the most like I I wouldn't say the blockages and the red tape is gone, but I think I have brought myself to a state where I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. We can get through this. And that's thankfully where I am right now, where I'm like, oh, that didn't happen. It's okay. Let's just find another way to do it. So thankfully, I'm like in that space where and I'm like, okay, we'll go gym. And I'm starting to like go on walks like I used to do before. It's just the transition from what I was a uni student, like you. Like I was a
Mm-hmm.
uni student with more free time. And then
Mm.
suddenly, like I became like I was adulting before, but not this level of adult.
Right.
Like it kind of like and when my dad passed away, like kind of like jumbled
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
whole my brain, my life, and so because of that, I kind of strayed away from like the fitness path. But I think I'm back on it, and I'm hoping to get back down in weight and up in muscle mass in the next few months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's good to
that's what I'm
hear.
doing.
It's good. Like
Mm-hmm,
you're
mm-hmm,
back on track and everything. Is it like
mm-hmm.
how bad was it? Like the thing that happened like after
Oh,
you
sorry,
came
say that
back.
again.
how bad was the thing that happened when you came back after from
Um.
KL? Was it?
Okay. You know what? I think people who watch this, it's okay. People can know. I broke up with my boyfriend. So
Okay.
a whole ordeal happened. I'm not gonna go into the details of it, but it was like sudden. Like it was like just like all of a sudden kind of thing. And
See.
that put me in like a completely like depressive state. Obviously, I mean,
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
it just put me in such a bad place. And I was like, I was not. I mean, I was not happy that I was not. I was like, I was in like a dark place, and I all I could think about was like, oh no, how can I fix this? How can I fix this? How can I fix this?
Hmm.
So, for like a week post the breakup, I couldn't eat. Like I'd had like zero appetite. I just drank water and I would eat like bread here and there.
Hmm.
And then a week after that, we were still broken up at that time, but I was starting to like calm myself down and everything. And
Hmm.
then I was like, you know what? I can't be in this ditch forever. I was
Hmm.
like, okay, let me go to the gym again. And that's when I was like, okay, if I want to go to the gym, I need to start eating.
Hmm.
Started eating. I started going to the gym, but then 3 weeks, three maybe, yeah, around 3 weeks post breakup, like we had a sit down conversation about like us, and then we got back together in better terms. We feel a lot more closer now, and we are addressing the things that might have not been addressed prior to
Okay.
that breakup, and so we're a lot healthier now, and working on becoming like even more healthy, even more like better between as like two people working
Hmm.
together. So
Okay.
yeah, that's
That's good.
how
That's
bad
good.
it was. I was really bad, but it's fine now. I
Yeah.
feel better
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I've had my fair shares of ups and downs with
You want to share something of yours?
Nah, it's okay. I'm fine.
You sure? Okay. You know what? It's I'm not gonna. This is
I
going
would,
on the internet, so I'm not gonna pressure you on it. But
yeah,
yeah, okay.
but I'd rather not speak on it, on the internet. So,
Okay. Yeah, yeah. No, that's
but
completely
yeah,
fair. You can tell me after this recording
yeah,
ends.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, um, how's like the business with you? Um, like as in you
Uh,
took over your dad's business, is it right? Yeah.
yeah, I did. I
How's
did.
that been?
So no shade to my late father, but he put me in such a situation where I was like, "I'm gonna do this." But at first it was hard.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it was I was assisting my uncle, my blood uncle, my dad's little brother. My
Mm-hmm.
dad's little brother worked with my dad,
Mm-hmm.
with his businesses, and when after my dad was gone, my uncle was like struggling to carry it on all on his own. So I went in and I was like, okay, let me try to take some of his burdens off his shoulders. And at first, I started working officially under like my family's company in July last year.
Mm-hmm.
At first, it was like I started off slow, and some things, it was like there's a lot of loose ends that we had to tie up and everything. And then obviously, I went to India, and it wasn't really easy to work from there to here because if you're like a boss of a company, it's better for you to be here to,
Mm-hmm.
especially if there's like things you need to fix, it's better to be here to do it. But I couldn't in that 3 months. So I came back. And the reason I went back in the first place is so that I can get a new visa and come back in. But
Mm-hmm.
that visa was not getting approved at all. It was just that was one of the red tapes that I
Mm.
had to face.
Okay.
So I came back. That visa was still not approved. I came back on a tourist visa. So I paid an agent. It's quite expensive to get an agent to get it for you. So I agent, and then like I came back on a tourist visa. And then I started like to do the things that needed to be done slowly and bit by bit. And slowly, one by one, the issues started to like, okay, we fixed it, and then it's fine, one by one. And we faced more issues, but it's like at least my uncle has, I can take care of a, a chunk of the management stuff, and my uncle can focus on the other stuff that he
Okay.
needs his focus on.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and we slowly did it, and slowly one by one things started to like fall into place. My visa was still not getting approved, so I had to do other things to like get the visa I am on right now. It's like I had to figure things out, like It was a whole ordeal of like dealing with immigration, which is what also like took a lot of my energy because I was constantly just thinking about it. Like, oh no, what if they don't approve? Oh no, what is going to happen? And the reason I went to Malaysia is because of this. Um, the someone from the immigration department kind of fucked me up, where they gave me wrong information, and that put me in a lot of issues. And it's not my fault; it's their fault. They gave me the wrong information, so I had to go to KL, and then my uncle had to go meet the director of immigration a number of times to be like, hey, look, so, like my livelihood is here. So in the end, alhamdulillah, like everything, the things that we needed approved got approved. And I was still on limbo about it up until last week because I was like, I didn't know if it was gonna get renewed because my visa was set to end today, actually 1st June.
Oh shit.
And I had to extend it. And last week I extended it, which is successful. And we were like, okay, it's good. And then so that's when it like I feel better now because I am not worrying about that at least for the next few months. So those things, there's just a lot. Like every step I took felt like a jab where it's like, oh no, it's not gonna work. Felt like that, like every step was like, it's just like a stop sign or like a no entry sign in every. That's how it felt. I felt like so trapped. But slowly again, like it started falling into place. Even the past few weeks, there are some things that we were doing and it was falling into place in the way that we wanted. It might not have been the best way that we wanted, but it's a way where it like gave us some level of like peace. So right now, yeah, I'm okay. There are some things I don't want to do because I have to deal with like people and part of my job where I have to deal with like higher ups or like people in general, and I sometimes don't like to do that. I kind of like before going to meet them, I would like throw a tantrum by myself, being like, I don't wanna. I would like have that, like, or I would call my boyfriend. I'd be like, I don't wanna. I would baby about it because like I don't wanna. Because when you talk to these kind of people, the people that I'm trying to talk, mentioning, is like you have to be like really nice and like be like smiley and like you have to like you have to like talk to them like that for things to happen. And I'm like, I hate it. But funnily enough, I hate it so much, but I'm actually like very good at it.
I'm not surprised.
I'm actually like really good at it. I'm actually like really good at it. So those are things I'm like I don't enjoy, but it's okay. It's doable. I'm not complaining. I'm grateful for like my dad built this. I get to carry it on, and eventually I don't plan to do this for a long time. I'm waiting for my little brother to come to Brunei, and then I'm like, hey, you take care of it. I don't want this because I have other. Yes, he does.
Okay.
He does. Okay. He's interested. He's interested to take this over because I have other plans for my career. But yeah, so far so good. I have come to a place where I'm like just grateful for everything, or at least I'm trying to be grateful for everything. I'm like, even if something goes wrong, I'm like, it's okay. It's for the best. For the best. Like I'm trying to think that way because you know what spiraling is, right? If I don't think that way, I kind of like spiral into like a negative hole where now I'm like, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. So yeah, that's work wise. That's where I am.
Okay.
At the moment, yeah.
That's good. So like your visa right now is like what, a tourist visa? Or
No, it's no longer a tourist visa. You know what's ACCA?
No, never heard of it.
ACCA makes sense because you're not an accounting student. ACCA is a certification. It's like once you have to do a number of papers and then you become like a certified professional in that accounting certified professional. Like your international level professional.
Okay.
So I'm taking ACCA in an academy here.
Okay.
So I'm a student there, and I don't really officially I'm not working.
Right.
Can I say that? Because I'm not working. Okay, I'm not working. But the work I do is remote. Let's just say that. But I'm a student doing my ACCA papers right now. So that's what I have 4 more papers to complete. I'm gonna sit for one in September and another one in December, and then another 2 in like sometime next year. So that's what's happening right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but getting a visa in Brunei is super hard. So it's really hard.
Yeah.
As a foreigner right now.
I understand. I mean,
Do you?
it's kind of hard for me as well. A little bit, not that difficult, because like the Brunei embassy here kind of helps the students a lot, so that kind of eases
Mm-hmm.
our situation a bit. I mean, there was a
Mm.
situation where I forgot to renew my visa. I think for like, I don't know, like 5 months or something. So I was,
Whoa.
yeah, I was basically like living in Malaysia with like no visa. So like,
Yeah, that's illegal.
yeah, that is illegal. But I'm okay now. That was
Uh-huh.
like, I think that was 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
had to like go through like all the processes of getting a special pass, like going to the
Mm-hmm.
embassy quite a few times, get some documents. Like, I had to like take a picture of myself because I didn't have a picture, like passport photo.
Ah,
So I had to
yeah.
do that as well. It was a hassle, but it was my fault. So what can you do?
Ah.
Yeah.
True, 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 true. No, I get it because I've done that too. The issue that the immigration officer gave me also caused me to get a special pass. And
Oh, right, right, right.
and then when I went to immigration again to try to rectify the situation, they're like, we can't do anything. I'm like, it's your staff's fault, and I'm the one that gets shit for this, you know?
Yeah.
And at the time, you enter Malaysia without stamps, right? You just go through the auto gate.
No, I go to the stamp ones. I don't use the auto
Ah,
gate.
but for me, the auto gate is not an option. I have to go get a stamp. And at that time, when I went to KL, I didn't have a lot of pages in my passport, which is an issue.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
only
yeah,
had
yeah,
like exactly two blank pages, and I'm like I was very nice to the officer. I was like, can you stamp on this page because I need the back pages?
yeah.
And it was so hard. And thankfully, when I came back, I had like 2 pages left. They stamped on the last page,
Mm-hmm.
and usually some countries will not allow you in if you had like a small number of pages. But I'm like, please, 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 please. And then thankfully they let me in. Once I got back and I have to enter Brunei, go to the immigration department again, and they have to stamp another stamp. This whole ordeal. And once that stamp was stamped, I renewed my passport straight away
Mm-hmm.
because if not, I cannot do anything.
Yeah.
So thankfully, like that was one of the issues that has been giving me a headache is my passport, not being
Mm.
able to renew it. But I was able to renew it. I got my new passport already, and I was like, okay, one thing like I can breathe easy now.
Right.
Now I renewed my visa up until like September, and another thing that I'm like, whew, thank God, like that. And I'm hoping that's what happens for everything now. I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
I want to just like breathe easy because I feel like I've been holding my breath the past
Yeah,
like
yeah.
more than a
No,
year.
I get it.
But
I get
finally,
it.
I feel like it's like
That's good. That's
slowly but
good.
surely, it's all good. It's good.
So, like, how long is your visa renewed? Like a year, five
Um,
months, 6 months?
okay, normally, so what happens is I used to study in UBD, right?
Right.
And UBD has their own like international student unit.
Okay.
And when they sponsor you. Like UBD, I was a scholarship student as well, but UBD as a big university, they sponsor you. So that one gets renewed every year, every 12
Okay.
months.
Right.
But this time I'm in an academy where I have to get my own sponsor, and that sponsor can only be my blood relative. And I don't
Oh.
have my dad here. And they're like,
Right.
who else do you have? And I was like, okay, I have my uncle. At first, they did not want to accept that. They're like, why is your uncle sponsoring you? I'm like, he's like my dad. And then they were
Right.
asking for proof that he is my biological uncle,
Right.
which we tried to prove. And okay, like, they accepted it. So right now, it's my uncle sponsoring me. And my visa depends on my uncle's visa. My uncle is on a work visa.
Okay.
So by right,
Okay.
if my uncle's visa is usually they give 2 years, but like I said, the visa process in Brunei is like all over the place and it's
Mm.
hard to renew. So normally it's like they give you 2 years, work visa
Okay.
2 years, and you're okay for 2 years. But because of this whole ordeal, my uncle's visa was ending on 1st June. So my
Mm.
visa was until 1st June. And then right now my uncle's visa is until September. So my visa is until September. And then my uncle has to
Oh.
renew his visa again for me to renew my visa again. Does that make
Oh.
sense?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Okay.
my stay in Brunei is like dependent on my uncle's stay in
Right.
Brunei.
Okay.
So he needs to get his stuff sorted out so I can
Yeah.
continue
Oh
staying.
man. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, hopefully he's
Actually, you know what?
responsible
Give me
enough.
like 1 second
Oh yeah.
because
Sure.
I want to leave the door open so my cat can come in. Hold on.
All right. Oh, oh my God.
Oh, she's shedding.
What's her name?
Baby.
Abby?
Baby. Sorry, I know
Baby?
that's very creative. Like baby, like a child.
Baby.
It's not very creative, I know. Hi.
She's so cute. Hello. Can you see me? Can she see me? Damn, she just winked at me.
Did she?
Yeah,
You
she
are
did.
flirting. Huh? Flirting sudah. Hmm. It's okay. She can't flirt because she doesn't have a uterus.
Damn. Did you like
So
cut
she's
it
just
off or something?
yes.
What's
I
that
I
process called? I
cut her
forgot.
open. Spay.
What was that?
Spaying.
Spaying?
Spay.
SPAY. Okay. I just knew that. Okay, good to know.
So I cut her open and I took out her tiny little uterus and just
Damn.
went to the clinic, obviously. So once you spay your cat
Mm-hmm.
or neuter your cat, the male version is usually called neuter or castration. They become
Right.
like an overgrown kitten because they have no need to like want to get a, a partner.
Mm,
Do you say
understand.
partner for kittens?
I
So
guess
they're no
so.
longer in they're no longer in heat. So they're just like they're here to play. Like they're just here for fun,
Right.
which is healthier for them. So, yeah.
It is?
Because for male cats, if
Uh-huh.
you do not do the castration, a number of them get like blockages in their urinary tract,
Okay.
and that
Yeah.
causes them to have infections, and eventually they die. That's how one of my male cat died. He had a
Oh.
urinary infection which affected his kidney, which led to kidney failure. Especially orange cats. Orange cats have a lot of urinary tract infections.
Okay.
Um,
How does that work?
it's part of their genetics. Remember
Oh,
biology, like certain
genetics, right.
genetics.
Okay.
So
Oh,
orange cats are like a race of cats,
right, understood.
and so some of them have that. And for female cats, it's more very likely that they just keep getting pregnant. Their body keeps because pregnancy is traumatic even for cats, and their body just
Mm,
keeps like exerting that energy, and then they get infections from giving birth up
okay.
and so they end up like not surviving, or their kittens might not survive because no food and everything. So it's
Mm,
healthier. Spayed and neutered cats live on average like a longer life.
I see.
And
Okay.
this cat has given birth once, and she
Uh-huh.
used to look so different. She used to be so skinny, and like her fur used to be like sparse.
Uh-huh.
But after we spayed her, she became like super healthy. Now she's like so fluffy. Her fur is like luxurious.
Oh yeah, I can
Right now
see that.
she is rolling around, but her fur became like super healthy because there's nothing that's getting her energy. Like there's no kittens inside her that's like eating up her
Right.
energy. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So she's like as healthy as she can be, thankfully, and I'm trying to take care of her the best I can. And
Mm.
all this, she's living a happy life. All she does is eat, sleep, play around, and then tries to kill me in my sleep by sleeping on my chest. And then she just repeats that all over. But yeah, in general, like yeah, she's the only cat I have right now. Yeah, my
Mm.
company because I live alone.
Oh, you live alone right now.
Yeah, I do.
Wait, where's your
Right now, I
brother
do.
again?
My little brother is in India. He's coming here soon, and my
Ah,
older brother lives in the U.S.
well, your little brother is studying in India or what? What is he doing?
Yes, he studied O levels. He just finished it, and he
Uh,
applied for Polytechnic Brunei. And
right.
then he will come here eventually in the next few months. And my mom and my sister are also gonna come here eventually
Okay. Okay.
because I don't want
Mm.
to live alone. It's so tiring.
It is. Yeah. I kind of
Because
like living
I
alone.
live in a house that is meant for many people, and it's hard to take care of the whole house by one person when it's not meant for one
How
person.
many floors is your house? Like.
And this is a bungalow, but I
Oh,
have like
so.
4 rooms.
Yeah. Actually, same with me. Actually, like this house is pretty big, but
Oh,
I just use like a certain part of the house, so I don't really care about like the others.
oh,
You know what I
I
mean?
thought you lived in like a shared
Uh,
situation.
I used to share with one of my friends, but he already
Uh-huh.
finished his flight training, so he's back in Brunei right now. So I'm basically
Ah.
alone. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I got you. I did that, but I am using like all of the rooms. Like the room I am right now, it's used to be my parents' room, but I talked to my mom. I was like, I want the room. She was like, okay, take it. So I sleep here, I pray here and everything.
Uh-huh.
But I have my old room where I keep all my stuff. It's like
Okay.
acting as my closet. And
Okay.
there's a
Yeah.
bathroom over there, which I use for most things. But there's also a
Okay.
bathroom over here. So everything I use, I have to clean in like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
you know.
Understand.
And then
Understand.
there's my
Yeah.
sister's room, which I was using for a while. But that one is like I cleaned it and I closed it, so I no longer like use it.
Right. Yeah.
But still, there's a whole like kitchen area and a dining room and everything that I have to
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have I have to use and I have to clean, which I don't like
Agreed.
because I used to live in a dorm,
Yeah.
which is
It's
very
pretty
convenient.
small. Yeah.
I only had to clean my room, and then everything else is cleaned by the staff,
Oh
the
shit! Really?
management. Yeah,
What? My dorm before they didn't even bother to clean my room. Like, the fuck?
I don't know. My room I clean.
No, I mean like as in how do you say? Because like even in general, like even for the other students, because I used
Uh
to
huh.
stay in a studio in the dorm. It's a studio,
Uh huh.
so basically it's just one unit, right? Like even for
Yeah.
the other students who have like shared rooms, like with three rooms in one house, they have to
Uh
clean it
huh.
themselves.
Oh, I think it depends then, because the one I stayed at was like a luxury version of dorm. It's basically just an apartment you share with four people,
Mm-hmm.
and the common areas, which is the bathroom, the kitchen, and the living room,
Mm-hmm.
it's cleaned once every week or once every 2 weeks. But you're
Mm.
responsible for your own room,
Right. Right. Understand.
and so
Yeah.
that was very convenient because I did not have to think about anything else except for my own room.
Right.
But right now, I have
Yeah.
to think about everything.
Adulting things. You know what can you do?
Don't
I
like adult
I
things.
I've done a lot of things now, like as in adulting stuff that I didn't do before. It
Like
feels a
what?
lot different, but it is what it is. That's life.
Yeah, but like what? Like give an example of your adult
Example.
struggles.
Okay, so like now, this might sound bad on my part, but like, okay, for example, one of the things that I do now is like I iron my shirt like pretty much every single day. I wash my clothes every single day, as in
Uh-huh.
like before, because like before, okay, with university stuff, like you can just like wear like t-shirts or basically anything that looks formal.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have like a lot of options to like wear.
Uh-huh.
S-
Uh-huh.
but like now it's like because of fifth flight training, I have a specific uniform that I have to use. So like after
Ah.
one use, I have to like wash it and I have to iron it. So it's like yeah, I have to do that and I have to like sweep the house. Before this, I didn't sweep the house at all. So like now I do. Like I clean my room. My house is pretty tidy now. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm a changed man basically. So
Ah, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm sure when you come back, I have a question though. Do you
yeah.
still change your sheets? Do you change
Oh
your
yeah, I do. I
sheets?
just watched it just now. It's drying now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because I remember back in A levels where I asked, like, I don't know why we had that conversation where you had no bed sheets. Like you
Yeah.
slept on a bed with no sheets. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, I'm pretty sure we were like on a was it like a podcast like this or
I
like
think it
just in
was.
call?
I think it was. I can't
One of
remember,
those
but
things
yeah.
where we were on
Yeah.
call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we used to call more often to study together and stuff like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I was like, you don't change your bed sheets? Like you don't have bed sheets? And I was like genuinely like so shocked because it baffles me because I change my sheets like every week
Yeah.
and my
Well,
pillowcase like every few days.
I don't use a pillow now. It's actually more comfortable for me. For some
No pillow
reason,
at all.
yeah, no pillow at all.
Ooh, so you just like don't hug anything? Do you
I
not have like a
I
hugging pillow?
I have a panda and a like angry looking cat that I hug, so that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, my mom also doesn't sleep on pillows because she thinks it's more comfortable.
Yeah. I Because like the reason why I started not sleeping with a pillow is because like when I moved,
Mm-hmm.
um, I I can't remember exactly. I think because there's a lot of extra pillows in this house. I think because of the
Uh-huh.
previous tenant.
Uh-huh.
So, but I didn't want to use it because like I felt like it was kind of dirty, so I didn't want to use it,
Mm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, it
So
does.
I just decided to sleep without a pillow for like, I think, a week or two. And then
Mm-hmm.
eventually, at first, like my neck kind of like messed me up a bit. I think because, like,
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know, like kind of slept like that in a way.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
like, and then I started changing the way I sleep, just like laying flat on my back, and after
Oh,
that,
like in a
like I got,
coffin.
yeah, basically, and I got used to it, and it felt really comfortable. So it's like, okay, sure, why not?
Oh, I don't think I'll ever be able to sleep like flat on my back.
Because
I don't know. I feel like it's harder to breathe
for you, oh, how did you breathe?
because I think like it's easier for my airways to get blocked.
Airways. Try
You
to
know
fit.
how they say? Actually, no, I don't. I don't actually know the science behind it, but I think there is an explanation. But
Might be.
I like hugging like a pillow and like putting my
Mm.
leg over it. That's like my default position.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just very used to it. I don't know. Maybe
Understandable.
I'll come to it like a year later. I'm like, hey, I stopped using pillows. I don't know.
We'll
I
see.
don't know.
We'll come back to this podcast in like a year or so. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Mm. Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
That's suspicious. Oddly suspicious
what? What's oddly suspicious?
that you just laughed out of the blue.
No, it's just a bit awkward how that kind of. Never mind. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's move on
Okay.
from the awkwardness. Um, I don't know what else to talk about. I have like a few topics here. I don't know if you can see.
I cannot, but go ahead and
I
just
will.
choose one. Or, if there's something on your mind that you would want to openly discuss. Because I
Something
always
on
have
my
an
mind.
opinion for everything.
Oh, you and me both. You and me
Mm.
both.
No,
Um,
well, I don't know you now. I feel like you now might be different from you before. Before you'd just be like, yes. You just keep quiet.
yeah, I'm a lot more different now. Actually, I don't know if you
Oh,
can
that's
tell.
cool.
Like, I don't know if like
I
the
do
way
think
I talk right now is like a lot more different.
it is more like confident, more open, but
Mm,
we have not hung out or talked for a prolonged period of time for me
yeah,
to pick
yeah.
up on the changes. I'm not 100% sure, but I do have plans to go to Ipoh in
For
the
what?
upcoming future for business.
For business.
So,
Okay, okay.
well, I might come around with my uncle, but I think maybe if the timing allows, we can carve out a time to like go hang out.
Would that be like
Uh,
sometime this year or?
sometime this year, but it's not even confirmed. So
Okay.
we'll see how that goes. I'll
All
let
right.
you know if it's confirmed, and then we can talk about it. But you're busy, I'm busy. It might not happen, so it's fine.
We'll see. We'll see. I
Mm.
would
Yeah,
usually have time on the weekends, so if you're
yeah,
free on the weekends,
yeah.
we're
That
making
we'll
plans on
see, we'll
in the
see.
podcast. It's crazy.
Because I don't know exactly when I'm going. My uncle just said we should go, and I was like, okay, cool. So we'll see how it works.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of stuff we talked about.
Excuse me.
Have you eat? Oh, you eaten. What did you eat just now? Just for the viewers out
Uh,
there.
rendang and rice.
You cook or
No, I don't.
tapao?
I don't. I have not cooked in a long time because I'm so lazy. Um, my boyfriend attended a wedding this afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
so he tapped some rendang for me.
Ah,
So when
okay.
we went out just now, he gave it to me, and I bought rice from Jollibee. That's what I ate.
You bought rice from Jollibee. They sell like rice separately or?
Yeah, you can. It's like 50 cents.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
I didn't
Okay.
either, but I was like, oh, you can actually do that. You can like buy if you're eating and you want extra rice, you can just add on another like because it's like a bunkus.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So that's 50
Okay.
cents each.
It's
And
good to
I
know.
ate half of it. I'm saving half of it because I've been fasting the past 3 days. Because I don't know if you know this, but the first 10 days of Zulhijjah, like the Islamic month, if
Mm-hmm.
you fast, it's like good. So I've been
Mm-hmm.
trying to fast. I did not fast today, but I've been trying to fast.
Mm.
So I'm saving half of it for sahur later.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Mm.
I kind of miss eating Jollibee, to be honest. I haven't. There's a lot
There
of
is
things I
Jollibee in
miss.
Malaysia, no?
There is, but like it's not. I've tried it once. It's not as good as Brunei. I'm telling you,
It's
it's
made
not
by
as good.
fake Filipinos.
Fake feeling. I don't know if we can say that on here, but okay.
I don't know what because it's a Filipino franchise. I don't know
Yeah,
why
yeah,
it's
yeah.
different.
But
Uh,
I don't know. There's just I think it's mostly like there's something different about like the way they cook the chicken, and then, like the gravy is a bit. It's less. There's less oomph to it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
but I guess
It's kind of I don't know how to explain it. You have to try it to know. You know.
that's true. But I feel like it'll be easier if you can compare. But then again, I'm not the biggest fan of Jollibee to know that how like it
Oh,
exactly tastes. Like maybe I won't understand the oomph that you're talking about. Because
right.
no, I it's not like I don't like Jollibee. I just don't eat it enough.
Oh,
And I know it
I
has like
understand.
the whole fan base and people love their gravy. I just never did, so I don't really get it. More of a
Mm,
KFC kind of person, actually.
I see.
Yeah.
Wait, does KFC have gravy? They do, right?
No.
Or is that wait, is that McDonald's?
Well,
I could have sworn
I don't
KFC had
eat.
gravy.
I don't quite recall. Well, I don't buy things that require gravy. I usually just buy like burger
Oh,
and cheesy
okay.
wedges, and that's my go-to. But then
Okay.
again, I don't really eat much fast food now to like know.
Mm-mm.
Right now, I
Okay.
go for KFC's loaded potato bowl or loaded bubur, and that's my go-to
What a
because it's
boober.
bubur with chicken popcorn inside
Oh, damn, that sounds
or
good right
chicken
now.
zinger inside. Yeah.
Oh my god, that sounds good right now. I might actually order it after.
I don't know how's the Malaysia's menu, but yeah, that's how it is.
I rarely eat KFC here. I only eat McDonald's. Texas chicken. Texas chicken is really good here.
I don't
I
know
don't know
what
if
that
you
is.
tried it before.
I have not.
You should like when you get to Malaysia, you should try it. It's really good.
Okay, the next
Yeah.
time.
Next time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next?
You tell me.
Damn. All right.
You want to talk about anything you that has happened and that you've worked on that caused you to like grow as a person?
Oh yeah, sure. Um well, it's mostly related to my relationship really. It's like okay, so I don't know if we've talked about this in a previous podcast before, but
Mm-hmm.
um I was a very, I would say, childish person when
Okay.
like the person that I was even last year or maybe 6 months ago is not the same
Mm-hmm.
person that I am now. So like the way I look at things before is like very, how do you say? Um, I would look at it only from one single perspective,
Mm-hmm.
and like when someone else tells me that I shouldn't do this or I should do this, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
listen to them,
Mm-hmm.
and I would get upset about it. But like right now, it's like okay, I take things the way they are. I listen to them, and like if I think that they're right, if I think they're wrong, I'm gonna take it or not. It's completely up
Mm-hmm.
to me, basically. So yeah. Other than that, like I also improved a lot in terms of my, well, a bit of TMI, but I used to have anger issues, but I'm a lot
Mm.
better now. So I learned to like be
That's
very
great.
very patient. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and how do you say it's like I'm more what's the word? I'm more empathetic now. Like
Were you not before?
not really. I used to be very selfish and just think about myself.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think of you like that.
Really? Hmm.
Oh,
That's interesting. Or maybe it's just I wasn't as empathetic compared to
okay.
before.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I used to usually just think about myself. But
Mm-hmm.
like after some stuff happened with, my relationship, I realized that I'm this kind of person and I don't want to be this kind of person. So
Yeah.
I decided that I want to change, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
only for my significant other, but it's also for
Mm-hmm.
myself and also for the
Mm-hmm.
people around me, especially for my parents. Because like
Mm-hmm.
of course, it sounds pretty bad on my part, but I didn't really used to care as much as I should towards my parents, but
No,
now I do.
I get you.
So
I
yeah.
get you because I am on the same boat in that regard,
Mm.
where I used to be a bit more nonchalant, but after my dad passed, I changed a bit more. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I want to take care of my mom. We used to have a strained relationship, but I'm like, okay, it's fine now. Right now, our relationship is fine. So I call her like almost every night, and we just randomly chat. And like mostly she calls me to look at the cat because it's our cat. But now I'm like sometimes I share like TikToks on
Mm.
the family group. I'm like, and I would at my mom. I'm like, at mother, watch this. So I'm trying, and like I am thinking more, and I'm like, oh, I hope I hope like I can like not necessarily undo my past because that's not what I want to do because
Mm-hmm.
I think they made their mistakes, like my parents made mistakes. I also
Yeah.
made mistakes, but now's the time to, because I'm older, time to
Mm-hmm.
like try to
Rectify.
forgive that, yeah, forgive that, and like just move forward
Yeah.
in like a better manner. And yeah, I think for the most part it's been working, and I'm thankful that it is, and I'm grateful that I have like my mom still
Mm-hmm.
to work things out with, even though I have regrets with my dad, but it's okay. The only thing you can do is like take one step forward. You can't go back anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So
true.
that's just how it is right now.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
stuff that's been happening, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Well.
it's the same for me too, where I'm like, oh, there's a number of things that has caused me to grow, especially like because every door seems to be closing in my face.
Mm.
And when I was in like my dark place a few weeks ago, I was like, okay, I wanna feel better. What can I do? And it's one of the things is like to change my mindset. And I got like, what's the word? Spiritually awakened. Like I'm not the one to force religion on anyone. I would never do that. But
Mm-hmm.
like I pray. I started like praying.
Mm.
I started like seeking refuge in like Allah, in like in my faith, which is like I'm Muslim then. So like I started doing that, and with that came like I guess it's like putting most of the responsibility back to God. Like, oh, it's up to you now.
Okay.
Kind of like that.
All right.
Because there's only so much I can worry, right? Because I used to
Yeah.
worry about everything. I used to do my plate used to be so heavy. It used
Mm-hmm.
to be so full and so heavy because I took responsibility for everything. Right now, it's still very full. It's just a bit less heavy
Mm.
because I'm like I will put in the effort in places that I can,
Mm.
but
Okay.
I will try to worry less about the things that are not in my hands. Like I'm
Mm.
applying to other jobs right now,
Mm-hmm.
jobs overseas. I'm trying to apply, but my effort is applying, and if I get it or not, I don't know.
It's up to
That's not
God.
up to
It's up
me.
to Allah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's an external thing because I can't control like a company's hiring
Yeah.
process, right?
True. True.
So for the most part, I'm like, oh well, it's okay. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. I'm grateful for where I am right now. Like with the current job, I'm grateful for it. It's very flexible. I don't have to take leave if I'm feeling unwell. I'll just be like, I'm not coming to the office because well,
Mm.
kind of own it. So
Right.
it's more like it's very flexible. I'm thankful for that. So I am trying to be more thankful with what I have
Mm-hmm.
instead of thinking, because I used to have the mindset of like, especially the past year where nothing went right. I was like, why me? Why me? Why me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought like that, but I'm trying not to think like that anymore. I'm
Mm-hmm.
more like thankful for everything, like trying to be thankful. I'm not perfect. I'm just not 100% there
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
But you know the concept of like tawakkul.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm trying to practice that more, and it gives me more of like a peace where like, okay, this is an external thing. I can't be worrying about it too much because it's
Mm-hmm.
taking my energy. So then I'll just become more tired because I'm worrying about something that's not in my control.
Yeah.
So I try to do things that are in my control. So whatever effort I can put in, I put in, and whatever comes after, I can't control. We'll just have to see. If it
That's
doesn't
good.
work out, I'll just have to try again. Like that's the only thing.
Yeah.
So in that way, I feel like I've grown quite a lot, and It's doing me good. I think I feel better because of that.
That's great. That's great to hear, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. I love hearing that from, my friends, especially, like if they're doing
Mm,
well and everything. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good for for the viewers and the listeners out there, like listening to all this, especially because
hmm
like some of them might be struggling with the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And
you know,
to, to work things out, you have to do things what your heart tells you. It doesn't have to be the same thing I did, which is pray. It could be anything else.
mm-mm.
You just have to take the step towards it. Actively help yourself
Yeah,
because your problems are not going to go away on their own.
yeah,
Unfortunately, even if they're not your fault, you have to rectify it. You have to fix it,
yeah,
even if you don't want to. So this is how I've been doing things. I'm like, this is not my fault. I don't deserve this, but I have no choice but to fix it. There's nothing
mm-hmm.
else I can do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Yeah.
how it's been going.
That's life basically. Take it with a
Mhm.
grain of salt.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, it's been an hour of the recording, so.
Nice. Our first in more than a year. Wow. We're so bad at this. We started this wanting to make money.
Well, now we're just seeing how where it goes. If it
Yes,
happens, it
exactly.
happens.
Mhm.
Right. I guess we
Mhm.
will wrap it up for now. We can
Mhm.
talk about other stuff in the next podcast if the
Well,
listeners would want to.
let's plan one.
Yes, we should. Oh my
Like an
god.
actual one.
Please.
Okay, okay, we'll try. I'll try. Next,
All right.
I'll do it. Okay,
All right.
good, good.
Okay. All right. Well, that's about it for today's or right now podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we'll be hopefully. We keep saying this at the end of the podcast. Hopefully, we'll be doing any podcast in the near future.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hopefully, you
See
guys
you
enjoyed
next
this
year.
podcast. Yeah. See you guys next year in to 2026. Yeah. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this podcast. Make sure to listen to us on Spotify and Anchor if you guys can't watch the video on YouTube. And again, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we will be seeing you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye.